Hello. Yep. Well, I just finished making some chicken wok, and now I'm going to keep playing my trike. Well, since yesterday I have been slowly waddling my way towards hidden, so I'm soon at barracks. I had to lose a pack of sub-adult T-Rexes yesterday. Thankfully the knight saved me because there was 4 of them. Yeah. Yeah, I'll snore when they lay on the ground, or if they stay still. My favorite dinosaurs are usually the faster ones, and I really like Carno, because so many people just go full speed on them 24/7, and they don't understand that if you just let your finger go from the sprint button, you are going to turn so much quicker. Yeah, I'm slowly waddling my way towards hidden. I'm 90% grown sub-adult trike. Yesterday the pack had to split up because there was so many trikes, and I volunteered to be one of those who would leave. Because, to be honest, I would think that like a sub-adult or almost an adult male would be the first one they would kick out. Maybe it's an admin, and they're just testing you if you are going to kill them, little aloe. I really hate Great Falls, and I don't understand why people like it, because the water animations and I guess the animation is the thing that makes the place lag so much. It's just such a strain on this unoptimized game. Do you know the best part about being a trike? Nope. You sound so happy when you get to eat. They're like, mmm, mmm. Sometimes when I have wanted to re-roll the dinosaur, I've just left it out in the open and went AFK and hoped that something might have killed it by the time I come back. But as a Herbie, I wouldn't risk an admin getting pissed at me just because, you know. These days I'd much rather play Herbie Wars, but I think the selection is kind of lacking. But to be honest, I've never played the Maya before, so I guess I'll go with that next. No, I've never tried the Maya. Well, that's the next thing I'm going to try then. They are hackers, yeah? Screw that noise. My favorite places so far in this game, they are hidden and what are the two little ponds next to it called, because I like to spend my days there because I think there is a lot of going on in a sense that people are constantly moving and not just staying in one place, which is so boring. I lost a 1v1 versus a Spino the day yesterday. And I'm not sure that was it because of lag. Of course, I would like to blame the lag, but the Spino came behind me and kept going, and I was like, haha, this is my chance, and I did a stomp. I didn't hear any damage coming from the Spino, so I was like, I did it right on top of you. But I think at least one of my stomps hit, but then I realized that the stomps actually drain my stamina. I never realized that before that combat, so nope. Yeah, but it's nothing in comparison to stamina drain on the trike stomp. It's so it's almost instantly regenerated. At least on sub-adult, or as I like to call them, teenagers. Yeah, I noticed it on global chat. I think that's actually Hinata Hyuga who has renamed herself. Or himself. You know the weird feeling that when you are walking in a straight line and suddenly you are like, did I get turned around and have to sniff the air? And the barracks is behind me. I don't mind. I don't think those are a threat even to a teen trike. Yeah. Yeah, I'm all alone. A lonely teenage boy. Your lengths are mine, because yours is bigger than mine. Ah, you're there. I'll probably just take a sip of water on the other side of the lake and roam. I wonder if the no trikes and hadrosaurs on the same pack is for rule balance reasons. there is one more hill I have to come over and you can see me. Yep. I'll take a slight detour to have a little snack before I come over. By the way, are these US tons or metric tons? The weights and such. Because an adult trike is supposed to be the exact same size as a large adult bull elephant in Africa. And I don't think they reach up to like 6,000 kilos, they're like 2,000 at most. So that makes me think these are in imperial tons. Have you seen the videos of Jack Horner and how he explains that Triceratops was never an actual dinosaur? Yeah, there is a video on YouTube where Jack Horner has a Triceratops bones in his collection, and he just sawed them open to see the bone structure under a microscope, and he said that what we previously considered to be an adult trike, they are not adults, they're actually in a very fast growth phase. And there is another close relative that lived during the same time, and it's no longer in the growth phase, and it's way bigger than a trike. So the theory, according to Jack Horner, is that a Triceratops is actually a teenage Torosaurus. Torosaurus. Torosaurus actually had almost no nasal horn, but the two horns on its brow were way larger. And it was way larger in every other way as well. But its frill, it's like a box shape. It's elongated. And it's not solid bone, it has two massive holes in it. Yeah, it actually, the frill on the Torosaurus looks more like a nibble than a trike. But his theories, they are not really popular amongst the paleontology community, because that would mean that possibly 2/3 of all the dinosaurs we know today might not even exist. And we'd have to go through some major textbook revisionism, but I would rather know the truth if they just cut open the bones, checked it out, and I would rather be right than I would be happy. Let's say it that way. Trike is actually one of my favorite dinosaurs, but I think Jack might be right. You wouldn't make a phenotype out of a human teenager's bones. You would go to see the adult bones. And I heard you. I was 90% grown on the other side of the barracks, and while I got here, I'm 91. Yeah, I agree with my actually. There's also a Dilo over here where I am. It looked to be a lonely Dilo, but still a Dilo. Yep, a black galley right in front of me. To be honest, this water looks really nasty. Even though I see you, from here I could easily mistake you for a rock, if I didn't know the lay of the land here. Yeah, I saw them. The galley is coming for you. Oh, there is baby galleys near me. I wonder if that's their mom. I'm kinda disappointed because when I was born as this trike from an egg, it looked like I was like 100% black. And now it looks like I have, like, I guess, yellow spots on me. Male, unfortunately. I do, but I know, but you know what? Being a male once in a while is actually kind of nice. People won't ask you for an egg. Yeah, also Shant, yeah, I'm kind of hoping they will. Because that would mean that if they mess with me and eat me, I get to try a Maya, and also they would have something to eat rather than you and your babies. And also, I kind of like combat. I'm that sort of guy. Even though the combat in this game is most likely just horrendous lag and it's mostly just luck based. And that's the kind of player I am. I might not be the best, but I will still enjoy the game and I won't get mad even if I'm killed. But I can be spiteful. Like, okay, two of those are attacking me, and I cannot beat them, so the best thing I will do at that point is bite both of them as many times as I can, just to make them lay down after they have eaten me. And I'm like, haha, made you waste 16 minutes. Yeah, but as a trike, I'm a walking famine. So I'd rather go a different direction to look for my own. Waddling to the danger zone. And if it's safe up there, I'm waddling my way to danger zone. Because the Kenny logging stone is so good. Because of my colorblind options, I am not completely blacked out yet. I can still see it just fine. Ah, now it's getting really dark. To me, because I'm red, green, blue, yellow colorblind, and colors just such as teal, purple, lime, such and such, they don't exist for me. So I've had to kind of switch it up with my monitor settings to know what people are talking about. So, and I told the admins that I have done this and I see a tiny bit better in the dark than most, and they said that's fine. At first, I didn't know that it was against the rules to mess with the gamma and such. And when it came out that it's actually really against the rules, I was like, oh, okay. And when I was nesting in a lot of Terry's with Wicked Willow. I told her that I really can't enjoy the game if I don't have these settings, and it makes me see just a tiny bit better in the dark. She was like, okay, that's fine. And I left it at that. And when I have made reports with my videos, I have always included that I cannot see really well if I don't use these settings, so I hope that's fine. Well, I used to be a World of Warcraft admin back in the day, and I would tell you that. Well, I should tell you that World of Warcraft, of course, there were many more players than there are here, and the workload was kinda intense. I would guess that I alone had to review 600 tickets in a day. And I guess that the workload here is shared. And there is about, I would say, 600 people play on this server, but there is only 200 at the time. And people can say really hurtful things, and my virtue is not being patient with them. So, but yeah, I think you're a cheery personality. I think you might actually do quite fine. Because I didn't do fine, because I took things way too personally back in the day. I didn't lash out, but I was seething. You know what I mean. And what I disliked the most was that people were reporting other players that actually did nothing wrong, just so that they could perhaps get the item they lost a roll for or something like that. People will abuse any system available, so you have to be ready for that. Always take something that people say with a grain of salt, and if it's he said, she said, please listen to both of them before coming to any kind of conclusion. My problem is that I swear really easily. It's kind of like part of me, and I'm like, oh, you absolute twat, when they do something stupid, and then I'm like, whoop, shouldn't have said that. I should not have said that. Like Hagrid, you know. Because the environment I grew up in, my dad never swore. He's a cop. My mother never swore. Uh, I don't know the term in English, but she works for the church, and she is the one who consoles the uh, people who were close to the so-called client who is getting buried, and she also organized the burials and such. I don't know the proper term for that in English. Neither of them really swore ever, but I was a rebellious teenager who was really into black metal, death metal, you know. So, of course, I had to rebel against my parents. So, swear words it is. that's that's the extent of my rebellion. Yep. He gets around. If I would be a little bit rude, I would say he's a busybody. So she overwhelms herself by taking too many. How should I say it? Well, you know what I mean. Yeah, there is actually a saying here in Finland that roughly translated goes as too many nets in one lake. So that means that you are going to have your hands full with one or two nets, but when you have too many, you might actually forget about them, and that is the road to a burnout and a disaster. Yeah, I do. I've always wanted to learn to ride, to be honest. Yeah, yeah, ride a horse. Yeah, I kind of know your point because I have never lived in a household where I didn't have a dog. And all the dogs that I have had when growing up and still have, they have all had very different personalities that it's almost at an unexplainable level if you are talking just about animals. But if you just say the difference between them is like difference between two people. I'm really good with dogs, and I've always had one, and now I'm in between dogs because of my job situation. I'm currently, well, here in Finland, we would say medically retired for now. Retired for medical reasons. And in those conditions, my income is so little that I cannot afford a dog. Also, an apartment in an apartment block to a dog type, I won't. No way. Apartment is not a good place for a dog anyway. They need their own yard at least. But my father still has a dog, so I kinda treat her as mine. But yeah, back to horse riding. I guess it would be fun, but what I have learned is that when you learn riding, horse riding, is that you kind of start with smaller horses, and I'm afraid that I would look ridiculous because I'm like 6'4" and 270 pounds. Yeah, because one of the things I've been worried about, because I'm a big guy, that I don't want to hurt the horse. Imagine a 6'4" guy, 270 pounds, just sitting on something little pony's back. I feel bad for the pony already. Oh, I'm walking around when I'm bored at night, so that might have been me. Yeah, because I don't really like to stay still in one place. Yeah. Here in Finland, we have our own horse breed, actually. I don't really know much about horses, but they are very small, very stocky, but they were made for working and not for riding. They are like bulldogs. No, they are like bulldogs when it comes to full-size horses. Their legs are really thick, their chest is really thick, and they were bred to tolerate very cold weather. But they are not miniature, they are just small when it comes to a full-size horse. I found the name of the horse race. Finn horse. Finn horse. Yep. That'll. No. Um, I'm not sure if we are talking about the same thing. I'll send you a private message with the Wikipedia page, so. There we go. Because there is two kinds of that horse these days. There is the work version, which looks way different than the one in the picture, and then there is the riding version. And I think the riding version was derived from the working version when Finland was still part of the Swedish Empire and we sent cavalry to the Swedish army for their conquests. So we needed a horse that could be ridden. So they made one. But that's the most common horse here in Finland. Well, who would have guessed? And I think that the place where I grew up in, it had a horse that I'm not sure, but it to me looked like its shoulder height was like 2 meters or something, and it was huge. Because when I was a kid, I was like, well, maybe I could learn to ride a horse. What's bad about that? But somehow in the school culture was that only girls like horses, and if you like horses as a guy, you're gay. Yep. But there is something that I have done that you have never done. Put reins on a reindeer and skis on my feet and let the reindeer pull me all along the frozen river and just go fast. It's actually a sport where I'm from. Skiing is a sport in itself, but I don't know the Finnish term even for the sport because I'm like from a minority ethnicity from the far north of Finland. I guess a horse would go faster, but they don't have such a good, um, yeah, grip on the eyes as a reindeer would. Yeah, there is way more reindeer than people, and cows, and pigs, and sheep combined where I come from. Reindeer are everywhere. Sometimes when I take a cup of coffee and go for a cigarette at my parents' place in the far north, and I'm like, "Oh, hi, reindeer, what's up?" And they're just looking at me like back and say, "Ugh." And th- they they don't even know me as a person, but they know that people don't mean them harm. So they're like, "Ugh," like we know you're there. A Ceratosaurus just ran at me. No, it's it's skulking around. Oh, it has a friend. I hit one. I hit the other one. They fled. Yeah, a Ceratosaurus will not be able to tank the damage I can dish out. I headbutted both of them. So because they are too fast for me to stomp as they are. But wow, the other Ceratosaurus had very beautiful colors, like light green back and like a skull. They yeah, it was almost like it had a bear skull coming at me in the dark. It was really beautiful. Yep, they are coming back. They are determined to see this through. All right, fight to the death it is. Round two. Fight. Fight! Dun, 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 dun. Ah, now I know what they're after. Yeah. Oh, oh. Killed one. Killed one. Yep. But yeah, they were after me. Why did I never consider that? Yeah, it never came to me that they were after me, like hunting me. I just thought they were having fun. But I, what I meant was that I figured out their strategy. Come at me, bite me, and hope that I bleed out before they come back. Uh, I've been around. I slowly made my way north, just for the fun of it. And I'm not going to body deny the other Ceratosaurus to eat his friends, so I just moved a little bit. Okay, so 3 headbutts and a full-grown Cerato will go down. Yep. And this guy is eating his friend. I'm safe for now. Yep, the white one is eating his friend. Yeah. Yeah, these have a little horn on them. And there come Allos. Allos. Yep. They are contesting the body. The Allos throw off the Serrata. I am in no condition to fight 2 Allos at this point. Condition hurt. Ah, okay. Yeah, that was fun. Too bad the Cerato's kind of screwed up. Did you know that if you are looking straight at something at this game, you see you don't see as far as you can see with the side of your screen. So if you keep scanning, you can actually see the others things on the sides of your screen further than you would actually by looking straight at it. I'm not sure if it works during daytime, but during nighttime it actually does. That's how I noticed the Serato trying to heal the bleed I caused and rushed him. Yeah, I hear the aloe stumps right over the hill, and I'm wondering, are they hunting the remaining Serato or are they hunting me? I'm just trying to get out of their way as fast as I can with these short legs. Oh, Jesus Christ. Forgive me, for I have taken the Lord's name in vain. Yep. But in the end, isn't the Shant just a Maya on steroids? I would rather try a Maya, because if they are fast, they might actually be fun. I'll actually log for about 10 minutes. I'll go to visit the big boy's room and have a cigarette, so see you soon.